Okay, folks, here we are. And for some reason, YouTube likes to put a music that's already playing that I don't even select. So I had to, well, we got on here a little bit quicker than the other day. Okay, welcome back to the Eastern Front. We need to hide this. There we go. And then we're going to go here. Yep. Okay, Armored Commander 2. This is we're doing Hoffman's journey right now. He is my Panzer commander in a Panzer III-G. And we'll go ahead and hit continue. Should be able to error and save campaign. Yeah, that's not good. How about proceed? No. I think I'm at the right place. Okay. Woo. Anyhow, so a little recap. I started a campaign with a Panzer III commander named Hoffman. Hey, Wolfman. I'm watching you over here on my phone, which does not want to stay upright on anything. Like, stay up, you bastard. You bastard! All right, so a little bit of a recap. Armored Commander 2, Eastern Front Barbarossa, German tank commander. We did 2 days. Some interesting stuff happened. On day one, they invaded the Soviet Union. Didn't have a very productive day. Went about half the day, and then the 50 millimeter gun decided to shit a brick. So we had to go back to base. The second day, we came back, they repaired the gun, knocked out some infantry, some BT-7s, BT-5s, I think they were BT-5s, and had a heavy tank call, had to go into an area that had heavy tanks. I basically freaked out, and rightfully so, dropped everything and the kitchen sink on them, and I never knew what was taken out, and it ended up being a KV-1, so that was good. So anyways, here we are on day 3 of Hoffman, and we've already assigned the points here, and of the crewmen, and we don't want to press 1 to proceed. 2, we have Hoffman as a commander, gunner is Weith, Bench is the loader, Seibert is the driver, and the assistant driver is Martinek. Martinek, that sounds like he's Czech. Martinek the Czech. Okay. We do need to do a vehicle name because it is actually going to be the nickname for it is 321 because that's what I'm decided I was going to do is I'm going to play through the vehicles that I actually have in 1/72nd scale. I actually found this game when I made my first 1/72nd scale model after many years, and it was a Jagdpanzer IV, and I played this through. So that's what we're going to do. So the next one that we do after this might be a Soviet vehicle, might be a... I have a feeling there's going to be a British vehicle named with a commander named Waddington. I just have a feeling that he might be like an A-13 commander, or he's a Crusader commander, or something like that. Just saying. 2 campaign games through. Here's the journal. Oh, here's exactly what happened. This is I guess you could do the previous day. Oh, you can select the day. Okay. Well, why didn't I just read from this what happened? Select the day. So this is the first day what happened. Yeah. We engaged one of our tanks that was in a platoon, which is a Panzer IIIF, got knocked out, and we destroyed a BT-5, captured some terrain, and it doesn't say here that the gun malfunctioned, but it did. Okay, we're going to duke it out, but we're not going into battle without a gun. That's ridiculous. Okay, and then the next day, we knocked out some anti-tank guns, some rifles, a T-28. We knocked out a T-28 at long range, got hit on the side of the turret and popped her, and had another Panzer III knocked out. So I'm in my platoon of 3. I've lost one every time. It just hasn't been mine. And yeah, it doesn't say here that we took out a KV-1. Well, I didn't take him out. It was ME-110s took him out. But I called him in. I got victory points for it. So anyway, so back to nobody in the field hospital. Thank you. We want to see that empty. And of course, this will end if Hoffman dies. Okay? If Hoffman dies, there is no more. So it's really Hoffman's journey. There's other crew members, but they're just they're not the main characters here. Hoping for some good luck. Yeah, well, I was a little rusty on the first game. I think the second one went pretty smooth. So let's keep it going. Okay, next day. Let's see what we got. June 24th. That's 3 days in a row. We did the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Another advanced day. Air support, 80% chance. Artillery support, 80% chance. Unit support, 100%. Obviously, every time you use that, it lowers. Start of the day, 0400. End of the day, 2024. Okay? This just same thing with the vehicle crew. Start of the day, nothing new there. Field hospital, go to 1. And we're going to start our day by hitting tab. Okay. We have not used up any APCR. We are hoarding it, right? That's the little purple ones. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and apply the save layout, loadout. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the APCR. We're actually going to unload some HE. So we're going to unload 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, we're going to load all the APCR on there. I don't need to save it for another vehicle. I think that's plenty. We'll keep 2 other rounds. That's a lot of APCR. We haven't used any of it. That's in case we end up having to shoot it the ass end of a KV at point blank range. We don't want to miss with that stuff. So, okay. And we actually could take extra ammo, but that's awfully creepy. I don't want to have like extra ammo. Your chances of getting destroyed increase a lot. Okay. And we're going to tab and continue. Okay, sun rises at 0400 hours. Takes you 15 minutes to get ready, so it's 4:15. All right. Heavy summer clouds, mist warm. That means we're probably not going to be able to get air support, and sure enough, over here it says we cannot get it. So what kind of zones do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 capture areas, or 4 victory point locations. We obviously start over here where the squiggle is. We have a convoy attack. Well, we've done one of those. The first one was definitely a lot more glorious than the second one. The second one, I believe, was a convoy attack, and there was only like 1 infantry squad or something like that there. On the other side of these marshes, which we aren't not going to cross, is a recon. This marsh has a rescue. Great. Last time we rescued it was a Panzer II. It was a Panzer II that was right next to a BT-5. And as soon as we showed up, he's like, oh, I could take him out. I just wanted you guys to come in and see me take out this BT-5. And he took him out. I'm like, okay. And then more marsh, recon in there. Nothing but alligators. And another rescue. Okay. This is probably somewhere in Poland. This is probably somewhere in the part of Poland that Russia helped themselves to. A lot of Poland is swampy. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we got this river to cross. The plan here is, and I'm getting a lot of advertising here, so I'm going to have to make sure if you guys put any comments, I can read them. We have this river to cross. The idea, I think, is we're going to go across here. This is a convoy attack. Attack the convoy. Zip back across here. And then zip up here come over here, do a recon, go to this one, rescue these guys, continue on up and rescue that, and then head over here, do the recon, and exit out this way. So we're going to do, that's at least initially what we're going to plan. I'm going to come over here, zip over here, come over here, recon this, come over here. That's what we're going to do, and then we'll exit off the board. All right. And if we get any our intelligence the other day, it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before yesterday. Our intelligence the other day was really, really bad in a couple of situations. But when it said we had heavy tanks, we actually had a heavy tank. So we just don't have the tools really to deal with that on our own. All right. We are in villages. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go E, and I'm going to do a recon. I'm going to recon every effing time, okay? Because it may make the difference between, if you don't do a recon and there's heavy tanks there, you can't drop artillery or unit support or anything on them. So, we're going to we did a recon, right? Yeah, recon. Estimated strength in zone is 2. Let's see if we have any kind of notification of what it is. Anti-tank. All right. Well, we're going to do advancing fire, and artillery support's at 80. Let me not use it this time, and just see how it goes. Oh, one thing I want to check is, let's see how our crew exposed situation is. Game reminds you of 1888. I've never played that. This is a great game, and it's, I think, pretty realistic. They just kept the graphics down to a minimum, so it probably would take a lot less to program. Okay, going to 2. Exactly. Let's expose everybody. Okay, and that means when we show up, everybody's there. So the commander is popped out of the turret, and the gunner and loader are popped out of those the little side doors on the turret. Okay, because what happens is when you appear in the next battle, you get like a free a chance to spot stuff, and then you do your orders, and then you get another one, and then it's on. So we want to make sure that if we get any free stuff, we'll be able to do that. Okay, so we're going to we're doing advancing fire. It's toggled, and we're going to proceed. Takes 20 minutes. The fog cleared. Found no enemy, but we used 6 rounds. Okay. All right. Well, you see that this front line advanced. So this is now friendly controlled. So we're just going to go E, and we're just going to proceed. Now, I think there could be a chance that you move in, and then the enemy happens to move in at the same time, and you have a battle, but I don't think it's very likely. I believe I've experienced that in the past. Not in this particular campaign, but in the past. Missed. Warm, dry ground. Okay, so what is this? This is a convoy attack? All right, let's, I'm not going to do a recon on this one. We're just going to go to E, and we're going to do some advancing fire, and we're going to proceed. Fired 5 HE rounds. I encounter enemy resistance. We got somebody right next to us. So the first thing we're going to do is buttoned up. Now, you notice this? I am actually hull down to the front. So anything in this arc up here, basically from this arc, this V, forward, I'm hull down. So really to this one unit here. This one guy that's beside me, I ain't happy about that. Now, I'm going to take the time and find out who's in our platoon right now. I'm in a Panzer 3G. I have another Panzer 3F. Those guys aren't lucky. Who is that, by the way? Does it say? It does not. And this is a Panzer 3G. I think in the other phase I can check who it is. Um, it looks like this one's hull down as well. So we're both hull down. This guy's not. This is open ground. Oh, interesting. Herman is in open ground. I am in rubble. And there he is, Rudolph. Rudolph is in brush and hull down to the front. Okay. So the first thing I got to worry about is if this is probably going to be some kind of infantry or something. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to button everybody up. Okay. Okay, and they're all buttoned up. Okay, and this is where I'm going to do commands. So the very first thing is we're going to put the commander is going to be on spot. Okay, because he can see all the way around 1 hex away. Okay, the gunner, we're going to have him operate the gunner. The loader is going to go ahead and reload. The driver is going to be move at a moment's notice. And the assistant driver is going to be operating the machine gun. So as soon as I tell him, yes, this is what I'm going to do, I get like there's like a tiny spotting phase. So that's why I want to be able to tell this guy to drive if I see something I don't like. All right. Now I really only have one person spotting, and that's the commander, but he can see in every hex. And by the way, what am I in? Oh, I'm in rubble. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Let's see how we did. Oh, oh, we have a T-28 M34. It's facing, I got a side shot on it, and it's at close range. Okay. Since I am hull down, I don't want to knock this thing out before it's even an issue. Okay. So I'm not going to move. So end movement phase, end the phase. Okay. I'm going to rotate the turret. Okay. And then I'm going to select the target. All right. And I'm going to fire APCR just in case. Actually, I don't know what my chance to hit is going to be. Let's fire one, okay? And we'll probably, I mean, we can afford to spend 4 of them in this entire day. I haven't used a single one of them. All right, and we're going to fire at the target. Is a 17.8% chance. That's not that bad, considering this is the initial spotting and he's in woods. Okay, and here we go. I missed. Well, I rolled a 98.3, of course. Okay, let's see if maybe one of the other 2 tanks can get him. And they spotted a truck. I was spotted by the truck. Ooh, the T-28 fired at me. All right, let me see if... Okay, this is the earlier T-28 that doesn't have all that armor. Okay? So he fired at me and turned. Right, because if you click on this, you can see down here, actually, just his turret turned. You see down here in the middle where it says woods, it'll disappear as soon as I moved off. But right in the middle where it says woods in green, his hull is facing to the southwest, or really, if north is to the top, which it isn't, probably. But his hull is going to the southwest and his turret front is facing me. But he only has 30 millimeters of armor on that. So I don't know that I'm going to fire another round of the super expensive stuff, but I might. Okay, here's the action phase. Commander is going to move to direct fire, and I'm going to keep him buttoned up. I don't want him to like fire HE, hit my tank, and then my commander gets a bunch of shrapnel. Gunner's going to operate the gun. Loader's reloading. Driver, yeah, let's leave him on drive, and operate the MG for this guy. Okay. I don't want to move to minimize my shot, even though I'm not hull down to him. And let's end the phase. We're not going to move. We're on that target. Let's fire another APCR. Attempt to immobilize. No, I want to get rid of him. And now we're to 84% chance. to hit. Okay, so here goes. Look at that. What a moron. What a moron. He missed. 95.2. Too much schnapps. Weith, you moron. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see if the other guys can get him. Unspotted unit moves. He attacks me with a turreted machine gun. No effect. That's why I'm buttoned up. Okay, well, we're going to do the same thing, okay? So no change on commands. I don't want to rotate the hull and screw anything up. And fire again. Now there's a 99% chance. I'm pretty sure that I'm either going to hit him or I'm going to break the gun. Okay, so here we go. 61.7 chance to hit. Okay. Automatically penetrated. Okay. I destroyed a T-28 after a lot of trouble. And this truck was destroyed by HE. I don't know what this unit is. Okay. But I really don't want to move forward. But what I will do is, in this order phase, go ahead and unbutton him and direct fire. I'm going to go ahead and operate the gun, reload, drive, operate machine gun. Everything else looks good. Space. It's a truck. Okay, good. We're not going to move. We can fire, but we need to make sure that we're firing high explosive. Okay, you do not want to fire armor piercing at a truck. It probably won't do anything. It shouldn't do anything. I mean, if it hits an engine block or something like that, you know, I mean, I guess it could. It'd be like the difference between I was going to say the difference between firing armor piercing at people and high explosive at people. Armor piercing, yes, it will hurt people, but it has to physically hit them directly. So, all right, high explosive on the way. This is just the first shot at it, so it looks like it's a 9.2% chance of getting full effect. Well, got a partial hit. 10. Okay, let's see if anybody else contributes to it. Nope. Looks like nobody else destroyed it. Destroyed the truck. Victory. No enemy units remain. I've lost communication with your headquarters. Okay? That just affects like support and stuff like that. Okay. So there we have it. So we came over here. And now we're going to zip back over this way. And this is what? This is a recon. And this is an actual rescue. All right. So now we're going to go to A because we're not going through the swamp. There might be a time and place to do that. This isn't it. I'm not going to voluntarily go through the swamp. Okay, I am going to do a recon. Strength in Zone 3. What is it? Light tank. We'll do advancing fire. That might neutralize them a little bit. And proceed. Hold on. Before I do that, what's the crew situation? Crew exposed on... I'm going to leave just the commander crew exposed. If there are tanks, they should be relatively easy to spot. I shouldn't need the gunner and the loader poking their damn head out, waiting for mortars or something like that to come and knock them off. Okay? Go back to... well, that's the ammo situation. Okay? There we go. And we are going to proceed. Fired 7 HE rounds and no resistance. I fired so much everybody ran away. Reestablish communication with your headquarters. glitchy communications. All right, now we're going to go up this way. And right now they see the zones are like basically worth 2 as a base. As you get far deeper, they start becoming more and more value. All right, so now we're going to go to Q. All right, and we're going to do a recon. It only takes 10 minutes. Enemy strength 1. Did it tell me what it is? Medium tank anti-tank gun. Well, the medium tank is a little scary. If it is a T-34, it would give us problems. So I'm going to go ahead and do an advancing fire. I don't get air support, do I? Let's save the air support for a heavy tank. We're going to request artillery support, and we're going to request unit support also. Okay, proceed. We want an anti-armor thing, so that's what we want, and hopefully we get an 88. And where's it? Is tab to proceed? Yep. I fire 6 HE rounds. I encounter enemy resistance. Somebody behind us. I got artillery support. Inbound. What is it? It is a T-34. It's getting some 150 millimeter HE. It was nearly hit by the attack. I got a unit request. What is it? Come on, 88. I have an anti-tank rifle team and an 88. Okay. And it's a T-34 facing away from us. Yeah. It's an 8-8 armor. Yeah. I could probably hurt it on the back. Like if I was at medium range, I'd probably shoot at him. What do we got over here? This is the AT team, and we have a flak in broken ground. All right, well, the very first thing I'm going to do is, and I'm hull down to the front. So I'm hull down to this front direction, but the enemy's in the opposite direction. All right, so we don't need a spot, okay? I am going to button my happy ass up, okay? All right, next thing I'm going to do is I feel pretty good being farther away than the 88. Now, if he takes out the 88, okay, all bets are off. But we're going to go ahead and get the commander to direct. We'll have the commander direct. We'll have him direct fire. Okay, the gunner is going to go ahead and operate the gun. The loader is going to go ahead and reload. The driver is going to drive. The assistant driver is going to pass ammo, increasing chance of fire if the ready rack is not used. All right, we'll leave it at pass ammo. Okay, and that's what we're going to do. And the phase. All right, movement phase. We want to rotate 180 degrees. So we're going to pivot the hull, and do we have a chance of? I have a 0.6% chance of bogging. So you see, it looked like I didn't move, and everything moved around me because you always face forward. Okay. Conceal, reveal self. Yeah, let's conceal, reveal self. Chance to conceal self, 37.5% chance. Chance of bogging down, 2.3. Let's proceed. You were able to move in a position where I couldn't be seen. Okay, well, now I don't have a target. Okay, so that's fine. Hopefully the other tanks, the platoon, is smart enough to do that. Let's let the 88 do the work. This is short work for the 88. Assuming the 88 has line of sight to him. He may not. Okay, and the phase? 88 is now unlimbered. Oh, it was limbered up. It's deployed. And the half-track that's with it moves farther away. Why is the half-track moving towards it? 2 firepower. Oh, and he pinned the 88. Oh, with the freaking gun. Mm. I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to go ahead and direct. No, you know what? I'm going to. I was going to say reverse and then get him to roll off the board, but I'm not going to do that. Issue your command to your battle group will not change the default command for for the combat day. Yeah, let's see what the hell happens. Upgrade gun, reload, drive past ammo. Okay, and the phase. Okay, attack my target. Hold fire. There's no option to hide, you dumb bastards. You can't penetrate that thing. We're gonna end the phase. Come on, unpin 88 and blast him. Oh, the other tanks are shooting at him. Well, you can't do anything to it. Yeah, and he destroyed the Panzer 3F, so Panzer 3Fs are not lucky. Well, you know what? He's not going to destroy me because he can't see me. He'd have to move. Well, he's not shooting at the 88, so maybe the 88 got unpinned. No, it's still pinned. Herman. I wonder who the other guy was. Well, he's not around anymore. Is Herman Hull down? He is. Nope, I am. He's not. I can't tell him exactly what to do. You're on your own, dude. Um, I'm just going to lay low. Oh, the Panzer 3G hit. I think he got a lucky hit. I don't think you can take out a T-34 at long range, or the game's broken. All right, well we'll call that a win. Whew, that was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Because you can get critical hits in this game. All right, so now we're off to the village, which is captured, which is friendly captured. So I'm not going to do a recon. We're just going to proceed. Friendly held zone. Okay. What is this mission? This is a recon. So we go E, and then we do an R. Strength zone of 2. We don't even have to go in there. That was the objective. And it's an anti-tank gun. Good. We're not interested. Okay. I don't know if it was. It may have been. He may just rotated his turret. I don't know. I wasn't going to. I think I did the right thing. Hey, it's about survival, Hoffman. I want Hoffman to die of like frostbite outside of Moscow. Q. We're going to Q. All right. We're going to do a recon. You better. You better believe it. We're doing a recon. Motorcycle team. Fuck those guys. You ever heard of a Russian motorcycle? It is about survival. That's right. Advancing fire. What is my buttoned up situation? Um, let's let's just unbutton him. Go back to 3 and proceed. Fire 5 HE rounds. No enemy resistance. Rescue objective was completed by Allied forces. Well, I tried to get here, so he got rescued anyways. Who cares if I don't get the points, right? We're part of a bigger team. All right, well, we have another rescue here. I didn't want to rescue him in the fucking swamp anyways. I would have dropped everything on him. To rescue that, I would have called in air support, every single thing. Because who knows what's waiting for us in the swamp. The problem is bogging down with infantry that appears at really short range. You got problems then, you know. Okay, so we got we're going to E. We're going to do a recon on E. Strength in zone 3. What kind of things do we have? Trucks. All right. Well, we have to trust the intelligence. Okay, and are advancing fire, and we are going to proceed. 7 rounds. I encounter enemy resistance. Okay, so he's at long range, and what was this? Um, he's at long range, so I can't see him, whatever it is. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and operate the gun in case they move. He's going to reload. Driver is going to drive. Assistant driver is going to. See, normally, if he had a hatch, okay, if this assistant driver, he'd be crew exposed and he would help spot. But a Panzer III doesn't have a hatch. They don't have an individual hatch for them. Things that you got to take into consideration. So let's just leave it on pass ammo. Spot. And we're going to end the phase. We're not going to move. And we're not going to fire. It's a Gaz AA truck. Okay. That is a little truck that has a pair of Maxim machine guns, sometimes 2 or 4 of them on there. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to go and hunt them down. But we are not going to. We're going to direct movement, but we're going to button up. Okay? We don't want the commander to be sitting outside of his turret and get attacked by, 4 medium machine guns on the back of that thing. Gunner's going to operate. The gunner is not going to operate the gun. The gunner is going to operate the machine gun. We're going to fire the coax machine gun. Okay? Loader, I don't give a shit what you do. Drive, pass ammo, that's fine, right? So, we're done with that. We're going to do forward. We're going to, let's see, if we rotate 1, will I be moving closer to him? Now, let's just go forward. So I'm doing commander direct movement to improve the chances of us actually moving the hex. I have a 57.5% chance. Okay, so now we moved. So now I have a line of sight to him. He's in broken ground. We're going to rotate the turret. We have the target. We're going to fire at the turret with a coax machine gun. Has a 15% chance of getting a rate of fire. And not that bad odds considering I moved of doing something to him. See, I probably wasn't going to hit him with a cannon if I fired the cannon. Okay? And machine guns shoot up trucks just fine. Okay, so we're going to continue. No effect. Well, with that roll, okay, let's see what the rest of the crew does. The other guy. I was spotted by the half track. Well, I would think so. By the truck. Okay, which am I facing towards him? I wonder how come it doesn't say that I am or not. I don't see it. The turret's facing towards him. Well, anyways, we're going to direct movement again. Actually, we don't need a direct movement. We're going to direct fire. Okay. Operate the machine gun, and yeah, we're going to keep firing the machine gun. It's got pretty good odds of doing something. Not going to move. I'm going to fire at it. There you go. Chances improved significantly. I got full effect of 5 firepower, and I maintain rate of fire. So fire again. Nope, I just got 5 firepower. Okay. They fired a cannon, the other one. Looks like I got rate of fire on the cannon, fired twice. No effect, so he got hit by my machine gun and an HE from the other tank and didn't do anything to him. Okay, well, we're going to do exactly the same thing here. Fire at him again. Maintain rate of fire. Fire again. No effect, but a maintain rate of fire. Fire again. And maintain rate of fire. They're firing cannon at him. by an HE hit. Okay, now we're one away from, what is this, a rescue? A rescue. An allied unit is in trouble. Go to their aid and rescue them from destruction. That's Q. We're going to do a recon. Strength in zone 5. And it says 2 times light tanks. All right, what we're going to do, let's go to 1 and see how our ammo situation is. We're about to have more AP than we have HE. So we may have to do a resupply in this game. Light tanks really aren't anything to scoff at. They actually have 45 millimeter gun, which is just a little less powerful than the gun I have. So, but they still can they can do nasty stuff to you. Okay, so we're going to go to 2. Looks like Hoffman's already getting tired. We're going to go crew exposed. Not with everybody. Okay. And the gunner is going to yeah, when we walk in here. Okay, so we're going to we're already going to the destination queue. Travel time. We're going to do advancing fire. We're going to, let's save the air support for a heavy tank report. We are going to get unit support because it's at 90%, so let's ask for that. And we will proceed. Yeah, anti-armor. Yep. Fired 2 HE rounds. I encounter enemy resistance. It's like 2 units. Okay, it is a 75 millimeter infantry gun, looks like. And I got support. I have 2 37 millimeter anti-tank guns. One here and one there. And this is a 75 millimeter infantry gun that is just stuck over here with 2 other vehicles. Now remember, I'm going to have a short spot phase before I do anything. Okay? So I figure if they're tanks, let's go ahead and move to direct fire. Actually, let's go back up. Let's make sure we spot them. Operate the gun. Loader's going to reload. Driver, let's put him on drive. Assistant driver. If I put him on spot, he can only see the hex in front of him. It doesn't do any good. So we'll put him on pass ammo. I don't know if that's going to do anything. And let's see what we got. A BT-7A. Okay, a BT-7A is a BT-7, which is a BT-5 with a little bit better armor, but a 7A, I believe, has a 76 millimeter gun. Yeah, it has a 76 millimeter gun, short. Okay, it's basically like a 76 millimeter infantry gun for the Soviets. Okay, so, and he is facing away from me. Now we're going to take a shot at him. What is he, in open ground? He's not moving. And we'll use regular ammo. That thing's got like not a lot of ammo, and it is facing a flank. Okay, operate gun. We're not going to move. Okay, we're going to end the phase, and we're going to select the target, and we're going to select the ammo type as armor piercing, and we're going to fire the target. Only has a 0.5% chance. But, oh, and I don't have a chance to get a rate of fire, I guess, because it's the initial shot. All right, well, here we go. Missed. Okay. They're trying to deploy. It looks like they had trucks with them. I was spotted by an unspotted unit, the guy to the front. He fires his machine guns at the infantry gun. Okay, this didn't make a sound, but it's not spotted, so maybe I don't get to hear it. All right, the commander is going to move to um, direct fire. Okay, gunner's going to operate the gun, loader's going to reload, driver drive past ammo. Okay, it looks like it's another BT-7A. There's two of them. Okay, that's not bad. Uh, Next turn, I'm going to climb into the turret. I don't think that 76 millimeter gun has much of a chance to do anything to me at long range. So I'm not going to discount him. I'm just not. I'm not overly concerned. I am concerned about the commander taking an HE to the face. Okay. Um. Right. So no movement. We're going to fire at the target that's already there, and fire at him. Now I have a 77.5% chance to hit, and I'm shooting at his flank. So if I do get a hit, he's probably toast. Okay, I hit and I maintain rate of fire. So I'm going to fire again. And the firing your gun has kicked up dust around your vehicle, I guess for being able to help you spot or make it difficult to see. I hit again. I'm going to fire another time. All right, I got 3 hits on him. I think he's probably going to be toast. And I can't just switch and fire on the other one, which is ideally what I'd like to do, but they just Panzer, and they just put a bunch of rounds in there and just let him have it, right? And then basically, you end up putting 3 rounds in a tank before you realize what the effects of those 3 rounds are. And this is what we're going to see. Penetrated. Yep. The anti-tank gun's still trying to deploy. It's why is he moving towards him? It's like a half track or something. BT-7A is now heroic. Why did the infantry gun chase him down? Like, I'm trying to protect this guy, and all of a sudden I have a frenzied 75 millimeter infantry gun. Well, I'm going to stay crew exposed because we want to take out that other tank. Operate gun, reload, drive, pass ammo, all looks good. I do have line of sight to him, don't I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he'd be covered in black. He'd have like a little black spot on him if he was not. Okay. End the phase. Not going to move. We're already selected on the target. We're on AP. Fire! 57.5% chance. Got a hit. Okay. And I guess because see, I rolled so low, I normally would have gotten rate of fire, but because it's the first shot on a new target, I didn't get it. It wasn't even an option. It didn't even say what my chances of getting it there were. So we got one. We got a hit. So let's see what happens. 91.7% chance of penetrated. It got penetrated. And I destroyed another one. Hoffman the tank ace. Don't get too cocky. And I rescued that 75 millimeter infantry gun when it was in a frenzy. Advanced into 30 new areas on the first day. Oh, I got an unlock. For whatever reason, it decided to remove that other thing I could do over here, so I don't have that objective anymore. All right, so this is the second board. Now you can see these are still worth 2. Capture values as we get deeper, it starts going. Well, these are all still. I guess we're starting to run into the 3s. Maybe it's the next board after that. All right, it's about half the day has passed, 8 hours. Let's look at the ammo situation that we have. I'm down to 29 rounds of HE. I'm going to keep going. This is keep going, meaning I'm not going to stop and ask for a resupply. Obviously, we're not going back to base. But that R button right there, I can ask for a resupply. You could lose an hour or something like that. Hour, maybe even longer. I don't remember. I've certainly done it plenty. Especially with the Americans at Normandy. Like, there's a panther around every corner. It's like, just in case, let's just level everything, So, here we have a convoy attack. Over here we have a recon. Over here we have a capture. Why they would send tanks to capture forest, I don't know. So, I'm not thrilled about going through these hills and forest, but it's better than going through the damn marsh. Anything's better than going through the damn marsh. I guess a minefield wouldn't be better, and there are minefields on here, especially in North Africa. Well, let's check out this zone and see what we have. E. Recon. Estimated strength zone is 3. Armored car. Soviet armored cars come in two flavors. They're either armed with a single machine gun or a 45 millimeter cannon like a light tank. So they're nothing to scoff at. They can't take any punishment at all, though. Just the commander's crew exposed. Let's do some advancing fire. Let's not call in any unit support. And proceed. 5 HE rounds fired. No enemy resistance. Okay, how are we looking on the ammo situation now? Down to 24 rounds. I'm going to go ahead and request a resupply. Yep. Oh, 15 minutes. No problem. I'm going to leave everything how it is. I'm going to load HE. That's plenty AP right now. Okay. It's 13:08. We got about 7 hours left to go in this day. All right, let's see what's to the E. Recon. Estimated strength 3. What do we have there? Infantry squad. We're going to do advancing fire. Proceed. Fire 2 HE rounds. No enemy resistance. Okay. Now we're going to go Q, where there's a forest there. Recon on the forest. Enemy strength 8. Now we had 10 yet the other day. 8. What kind of 8? 2 light tank self-propelled AA gun. But we're going in because I don't have time to go all the way around. So we're going to do advancing fire. We're going to request artillery support because all those things can be hurt by artillery. And I'm going to go ahead and request unit support as well. And now we got only like 6 hours left. So the more you get towards the end of the day, I don't believe you lose any points if you use any of the support that's available for you. It's not like, oh, well, you were a big man, you didn't use anything, you get extra points. It just makes it less likely to be able to get it the following time. So, and we're going to proceed. Yeah, we want anti-armor. Yep. Fired it 1 HE round. Enemy resistance. Artillery request. Did we get it? We got it. What is it? Oh, it didn't tell me this time. A T-26 light tank and a T-26 light tank. 75 millimeter. Unspotted unit was nearly hit. Resolving firepower of 7-0. Unit support request. We got it. What did we get? We got a PAC 38 and an AT gun and an 88. So we got an 88 plus a long 50. So that 50 is 60 caliber gun as opposed to 42 caliber gun. So it's got more penetration. These tanks are garbage. These T-26s, they're absolute garbage. And they're Model 33, so they're the really early one. Okay? It's an open ground. This one's in wooden buildings. So we're going to engage the closest one. See if Herman's got his act together. This is the flak. This is the 88 over here. And this is the Pack 38. Okay. We're going to, the commander is going to, I'm going to err on the side of caution. I'm going to button up. I'm a direct fire. Gunner's going to operate the gun. Loader's going to reload. Driver, still leave him on drive. I mean, other things you can do is drive in the terrain, withdraw, first aid, swap position, spot. I mean, you can't spot anything other than one hex in front of him. So that's why I just leave him on drive. And same thing, I'm going to leave him on pass ammo. I don't know if there's a chance of actually doing anything, but okay, that's what we're doing. And we're not going to move. And we're going to switch the, going to fire on the closest target. So we're going to switch target by doing that. And we still don't have to rotate the turret. Right now we're on HE. HE, you probably heard him also, but let's go to AP. That's what we should be doing. And we're going to fire at him. 20.8% chance is actually not bad. Okay? But I missed. Would have missed anything with that round. All right, see what the other tank does and the other AT guns. Oh, and there's an AA truck back there. I'm glad I buttoned up. Okay. Pack 38 is deployed. Yeah, the trucks that haul the guns just like to run all over the place. Uh-oh. 8 firepower on the 88. Oh my god, he destroyed the 88. Wow, hero of the Soviet Union. I'm glad that's not like a T-34 or a KV or something like that we absolutely had to have that 88. Pass ammo, direct fire, operate gun, reload. Okay, everything's the same. Um, not going to move. We're going to fire at that target. 80.8% chance. Here we go. Looks like I missed him barely, but I kept rate of fire. Fire again. 13% chance, and I maintain rate of fire. Fire again. Okay, so it looks like I got 2 hits on him. Penetrated and gone. Yeah, 83.3% chance of knocking him out. Okay. The other tank is... The Pack 38's digging in. Why? Oh, maybe he's more than 3 hexes away. Maybe the Pack is out of range. Because I can't shoot at anybody farther than 3 hexes away because that's the limit. But the Pack is actually 4. So maybe he can't see him. Well, regardless. Is this guy moving now? He's hull down to the front. Oh, I'm still going to engage him at long range. I have no interest in getting closer to him. And I'm going to stay with Commander buttoned up. Okay? That's all we're going to do. We're not moving. We're going to fire at him. 3.7%. Not terrible. Off the initial one. Okay, I got rolled a 20.7, which is a pretty damn good roll, but I've did rate of fire. And I wonder what it goes up from 3.7 to 9.4. Okay, he got saved by the hull down. That means I hit him, but I hit him on the hull, and the hull was in the dirt. If you can imagine that. Like, maybe he's behind like some sandbags or something, and I hit where the tank would be if sandbags weren't there, or if a wall wasn't there, or something like that. Okay? That's what the hull down save means. I don't know why it says... No, yeah. Okay. Yellow's engaging that AA truck. I don't know why. I would be shooting at the freaking tank. Alright, what happened here? What's the situation now? He's in rubble. So he moved and he's no longer hull down. Okay, still going to direct fire, still operate gun, reload, drive. Okay, yeah, got it. End phase. We're going to fire. 12% chance. 7.6. Hit him. Now he's no longer hold down because he moved. Penetrated. Another tank destroyed. Okay. This crew's looking pretty good. They should get some points if they survive this thing. Here's the convoy attack. So we're going to go E. That's where the convoy is. We're still doing a recon. Strengthen zone 3. Support weapons. We're going to go with advancing fire. What's that hatch situation? You know, I don't want to walk into something that has, with me being crew exposed. So I'm going to show up buttoned up. That guy's day is ruined. Well, he's a communist. You know, I mean, his day, we probably put him out of some misery. Well, I'm playing a Nazi. I have a bad day too. True, but there's some. I would say that there's some people that had. There's more people that had a better day under the Nazi regime than the commie. I don't know. They both suck. On the Eastern Front, everybody's a bad guy. All right, so we're gonna go buttoned up. And by the way, whenever Hoffman dies, we're going to move to allies. We're not going to be one of those people that's like Germans, and a side of Germans. No, no. We play everybody, you know. I'm really enjoying this, especially since I'm like, okay, I'm going to play vehicles that I actually have. So when I play one of my Shermans, all my Shermans have names. So that's what we're going to name it. This is 321. I literally have, that's the name of that tank that's buttoned up. Okay. Um, where are we at? 3. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do advancing fire. Let's just get it on. I may have enough time to capture this zone. If I go and do a recon here, I won't be able to capture this. I don't think I have time to do both because I'm not going to cut through the swamp. Okay. Here we go. 6 HE rounds. I counter enemy resistance. I've been ambushed by enemy forces. They get a chance to move forward. Well, I am really glad that I buttoned up. Okay? I don't know what that is. And I'm hull down to the front. Okay, as you can see up here. I don't care. I'm going to face. Is the swamp that bad? I don't want to get bogged down in a situation where I want to leave and I can't. And it just nothing good can come there. Tanks got no business. Tanks got no business going through a city. They have less business going through a swamp. So, Commander, let's go ahead and unbutton him and do a spot. Gunner is going to operate the gun. Loader is going to reload. Driver is going to drive because we want to face him. Unless we spot that it's infantry, then I'm not worried about it. Assistant driver, pass the ammo. All right, and what do we got? It's enemy riflemen. Okay, and they are in open ground. Okay, so we're going to pivot. Are we going to pivot the hull? Yeah, we don't need to pivot the hull. We're not going to. Yeah, we're not going to move. We're going to rotate the turret, and we're going to move up the high explosive, and we're going to fire around at them. Actually, not bad chance. I got a partial hit, and I maintain rate of fire. Have another one. Oh, and by the way, when you get a critical hit, you can hear it. It's loud. Because there's a couple different explosion sounding things in effect. So I didn't get that. I just got a partial hit. But I think I got a partial hit off the first one too. So 6 firepower. Yeah, I got 3 and 3. No effect. Okay. Command phase. Spot. We're going to go ahead and direct fire, but we're going to go ahead and button up. Operate the gun. Reload. Drive. Pass ammo. Right. We're going to fire. Yeah, that's a pretty good chance that they'll have some effect on them. 49.8% chance of getting full. 99.5% of partial. Got a hit with 6 firepower. The other tech must not be in line of sight of him. Destroyed, 3.4. Okay, the enemy convoy. I guess the convoy left and it was just one squad. Additional artillery support has been made available to from command. So it went from 60% to 95%. All right, we got about 4 hours to go. I'm going to try to capture this. So we're going to go E, but we're going to go carefully. We're not going to just, balls to the walls. Do a recon. Strengthen zone 2. What do they think it is? Motorcycle team. I'm going to stay buttoned up. What's my ammo situation? I got lots of ammo. Let's go ahead and do advancing fire. Doesn't cost me any time, does it? No. It's still 35-minute travel. I fired 7 HE rounds. No enemy resistance. Enemy forces have captured a friendly held zone. This is what you're talking about, Hoffman. Can the enemy capture you and you can cut yourself off? I just did. I just got cut off. So obviously I can't resupply in this zone. But I don't care. We're moving forward to capture this. So we're gonna go E. And we're gonna do a recon. Strength in zone is 6. Support weapons team, light tank. This is gonna be like the first thing I'm gonna do that has a lot of points, right? This is worth 10 victory points. So we're gonna go ahead and do advancing fire on it. We're gonna request artillery support. I'm sorry, we're gonna request. Yeah, let's request air support. I don't know that I can do heavy clouds, but let's do air support. Let's request artillery support. And let's request unit support. I'm running out of daylight. I'm running out of time, so. Yeah, and I'm running out of daylight. That's how that's considered. Okay, we're going to proceed. Yeah, anti-armor. Absolutely. Light mist cleared up. I fired 3 HE rounds. I encounter enemy resistance. It's like a couple units. I failed to get air support, even though it was an 85% chance. I have a 100% chance of getting artillery support. Hey, go figure, I got it. Artillery support in firing spotting rounds. It's a flamethrower team. And a T20 and another T26. So it's a Russian flamethrower team and a Russian light tank. And I got an 88. Okay. The flamethrower team, that is a huge priority. It's pinned. I don't give a shit. Okay? I don't give a shit if it's pinned. I do not want that to move within a hex of me. Okay? That's basically like priority. What do we have over here? We have a Panzerjäger 1 and R2 Panzer 3s, and we have an 88 over here. And we have a T26. He's pinned, which means I think he can't move forward. Oh, and he's dug in. I don't give a shit. Okay, let's unbutton. Okay, let's move to direct fire. Let's move to gunner is going to operate the gun, Loader is going to reload. Driver is going to drive. Assistant driver is going to let's do pass the ammo. And what we're going to do is we're going to pivot the hull, and hopefully we don't jam. Boy, that was really screwy. Like, which way did it go? What can a flamethrower do to you? Eliminate me. It's literally the nastiest weapon. The nastiest weapon you can use against a tank is a flamethrower. So your tank is full of fuel and ammo. All right. So a flamethrower, when it attacks you, is you wants to put flame on your engine deck. Your engine needs air to operate. So that flame will get sucked into the engine, into the fuel, boom. Yeah, flame is horrible. However, the range on a flamethrower is piss poor. Now, tank-mounted flamethrowers actually are pretty decent. They can go like 60 meters or something like that, which sounds really short, but hey, it ain't half bad. Maybe even farther than that. But I don't want to take any chances. It's kind of like, you don't want your tank. If your tank gets taken out by a heavy tank, all right, what do you expect? It's a heavy tank. But you got taken out by infantry that was spotted at short range. Come on, man. You don't want that. So I'm going to position myself so I can move if I need to, but I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get a shot at this tank and get rid of them. Okay, and then we'll try putting some distance between us and that flamethrower team as we hose them. All right. Um, so we're not going to move. Other than that, okay, we have we're going to fire armor piercing at him, fire at the target, and there's very yeah, flamethrower is literally the best weapon against a tank. The bad thing about a flamethrower team is that it just has really piss poor range. Um, there was some tanks that mounted flamethrowers, and one of the first things they did is they needed to make them look like they weren't flamethrower tanks. Because if they're flamethrower tanks, all of a sudden they're going to attract the attention of every single thing. It's like, get those guys before they can get into range. So they would do things like uh, give them a really long barrel so it looks like a tank gun. They also did that with like command tanks. When some command tanks didn't have any guns, they were just had like some machine guns and extra radio equipment. They went and had a fake gun to them so they wouldn't draw attention. Well, they wouldn't draw any extra attention. The KV heavy tank, um, when they turned it into a flamethrower tank, because they needed extra space for the flamethrower. Uniquely, the flamethrower was not in the hull; it was on the turret, and it was in place. It was in lieu of its machine gun, of its coax machine gun. So, but it took up extra space. So what they did is instead of having a 76 millimeter gun in those KVs, they put a 45 millimeter gun. Ammo doesn't take up as much space and is smaller, etc. And then you have a place for the flamethrower to be right beside it, because that's what the coax is. They're kind of linked together, right beside each other. Even use them like sometimes for like bore sighting the gun and things like that. Um, but now you've got a KV with a really small gun, so they actually created like a fake tube that about the size of the regular 76 so that it would disguise it. It wouldn't be like, oh, that thing's got a flamethrower. Take it out first before it gets to us. So, okay, T26, 15, only a 0.5% chance to hit because this is the first round, and here we go. Got a pretty good roll, but I still missed. 13.2 would have probably gotten a hit no matter what, except that it's the initial shot. Kicked up dust. I guess that probably is going to reduce my chances next time a little bit. And continue. And face. Okay, the flak is trying to deploy. The Panzerjäger 1 decided to fire at him, and he fired back at the Panzerjäger. All right, what's the situation? Flamethrower team is still pinned. All right, we're going to direct fire, operate gun, reload, drive, pass ammo. Right, so everything's the same. Not going to move. Still firing AP. Fire at the target. 36.3% chance. I got a hit, and I maintain rate of fire. Let's fire again. Missed. So I got one hit. It's probably going to be toast. Penetrated and toast. Now we have one enemy, and he's the flamethrower team. Hey, we've taken out like 5 tanks. Panzerjäger 1 moves. And the half track. That's what the SDK of Z7 is. Flamethrower team is no longer pinned and now moved to a new hex. See what's going on here? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to direct fire. Okay? We're going to operate the gun, we're going to reload it, we're going to drive. And we're actually not going to direct fire, we're going to direct movement. And the movement phase, we do not want to bog down right now. It's only a 1.3% chance of bogging. And we're going to hit reverse. I only have a 3% chance of getting it, but I didn't realize it was so poor. Maybe it's because I already pivoted. S for reverse. Move, but not far enough to do anything. All right. We are not going to fire armor piercing. We're going to fire high explosive. It's probably not going to hit because I moved and rotated all kinds of stuff. Fire at the target. Okay. Missed. Okay. They're engaging machine guns. The half track moves to close range with the flamethrower. And wow, and the machine gun from the other Panzer III took him out. Yeah, the half track goes and charges them. The AI is not very impressive here. Like, you have an unarmed half track, you normally would just like leave the board. Okay, well, we took the zone, and there is 2 hours left. So this is a recon worth 4 victory points. If I come over here and take this is worth 2, and we'll get a new board, this is really worth 5. So I'm just going to push forward. We are going to do a recon. Strength in zone 2. What do we have there? Light tank. Advancing fire. Air support. Let's just everything in the kit and caboodle. Okay, we don't want to be like, oh, well, you didn't use it, you lost it. Only the commander's crew exposed. Yeah, that's fine. Proceed. Yeah, anti-armor. Tap. If I was using a King Tiger, I probably wouldn't use an anti-armor. I'd have infantry or something. But great, he's behind us. We got air support. They're trying to spot him. It's a T-26, a more modern one. 1109. Probably won't do anything. Yep. Artillery support. Got it. Uncle Artie. Well, hopefully it's something big. It's a 150 millimeter infantry gun. It's big, but it's short. No effect. Unit request. I got one. What do we get? And be closer to him than I am. Anti-tank rifle team and a Panzerjäger 1. Panzerjäger 1, anti-tank rifle team. All right. So, commander is going to direct fire. Gunner is going to operate the gun. Loader is going to reload. Driver is going to drive. Assistant driver going to pass ammo. Okay, we're good with that. We're going to pivot the hull towards the gun, towards the tank. One more. And I'm not going to move forward because I can let him shoot at this Panzerjäger 1. Sorry. It's about survival. That guy doesn't owe me money. Screw him. Okay. That's the end of the movement phase. Shooting phase. We're going to fire armor piercing. Fire at the target. Only a 0.5% chance. I almost figured that was what it was going to be. But I could get I can't get ready to fire this first one. I've hit with something that's that low. Like, it's possible. Anti-tank rifle team moves, and the half track that had the gun also. I was spotted by the tank. I don't know why. I guess the hair on the back of my neck stands up, but he's still facing away from me. All right, direct fire. Operate gun, reload, drive, pass ammo, right? Now you have a 59.4% chance. Got a hit. It's probably toast. Yeah, 97.2% chance. Was destroyed. Hoffman the tank killer. Okay. We've got an hour left. This is worth 3. That's worth 2. Let's see if we can get an extra victory point. We're going to do a recon on it. Estimated strength in zone is 2. A tankette. A tankette. Well, Soviets really don't have tankettes unless we're talking like a T-37. We're not going to fucking die in the last moment. So button your ass up. We've almost gotten our daily beer ration. Okay? This is going to take 30 minutes. So that means I'm going to have like 22 minutes left. So I'm throwing everything at it. Advancing fire. Request artillery support. Request air support, artillery support, unit support. And proceed. Yep. Anti-armor. It could be wrong. It could be like a T-34. It's like, that's no tankette. It's not like it's, accurate all the time. Oh, there was nobody there. And I entered a new zone. And I got 3 minutes left. Well, I could move into this zone and not get anything, or go into this one and try to get something. So let's go E. If I do a recon, technically I run out of time. I'm not going to do a recon. Maybe I'm going to get greedy and see if I can get one more point. Yep. 5 HE rounds. I encounter enemy resistance. Here's how Hoffman dies. Probably not. Just one guy. Okay, we got air support. All right, what do we get? Give me some bombers. Stukas. Spot him, spot him. Oh, another 109. That won't do anything unless it's infantry. Oh, it gets hit. No artillery. I got a unit support. What do we get? We got a Pack 38 and a flak. We got the 88 and a Pack 38, and this one's definitely out of range. All right, we don't know what this is. Okay, Hoffman is spotted. The gunner is going to operate the gun. Loader is going to reload. Driver is going to drive. Assistant driver is going to pass ammo. It's another T-26. It must have ran across a tank battalion or something like that. Why is the gunner crew exposed operating the gun? That's a fumble. So we got to fix that. Movement phase. Nothing. End the phase. We're on AP. We're going to fire. There's that 0.5% chance. Nothing. Pack 38 is unlimbered. It's now deployed. I don't know what that is. I want to say that's like the French half track that they captured, used as a prime mover. Okay, now this tank turned. What is it? Well, I'm hull down to the front, so I don't feel pretty good about that. He is facing me. I'm not worried about his armor. We're going to go ahead and button his ass up and button his ass up. And we're going to direct fire, operate the gun, reload, drive, pass ammo. Okay, we're good. We're going to fire. 37% chance. Missed him. The other tank missed him as well. And the half-track bogged down. The day's combat is over and you withdraw safely from the battlefield. So it did cut me off in the middle of a battle. Okay, so we fought 9 engagements, captured 16 zones, 14 gun hits, destroyed 12 vehicles. So we took out a T-28, a T-34. Well, our group did. I didn't take out the T-34. That's like the one tank I didn't take out. 3 T-26s, 3 early T-26s, 1 later T-26. Yeah. 182 victory points. Okay, continue. Got some extra points there for the crew. Okay, let's see what we got here. Hoffman gets a point. So, crewman menu. Let's see if he's got any new skills he can add. Okay, experienced driver, driver direction, explorer. What's that? Greater chance of finding a crossing point. I don't. That's look. If I don't encounter any rivers, that's not very good. Tactical retreat. No, can't be that negative. Steady hands. Okay, this is unjamming, light them up, fuel saver, flamethrower, firefighter, chances of fire starting when a tank. Okay, quick reflexes. Okay, sounds like we need to add something else to him, his skills. So, greatly increases effective direct fire when a crewmate is attacking with a gun. Okay, so we do this a lot. This uses perception, lay of the land, also perception skill, forward, also a perception skill. Enemy spotted, also a perception skill. Got it right back. I gotta feed the cats. Okay. Never surprised. Much less chance of being ambushed at the start of a battle encounter. That's like really important if you had like a panther or something like that. If you had something that you knew was like solid, you definitely. I mean, that's good to have anyways. But I'm just saying, frogmen. Much greater chance of quickly finding a fight. Yeah. If you're using your frogman skills, so perception is what we want to increase. So we're going to go back one, and we're going to go increase the stat, and we're going to add perception goes to 6, which means I'm not going to be able to pick any of those skills right now. But in the next battle, if we survive, even if I get 1 point, I'll be able to pick one of the other skills. So we're going to go ahead and increase the stat. Okay. All right. Escape. Go to the next one, the gunner. All right, so we're going to go to the crewman menu, and let's see if he has any skills. Quick trigger, what's that? Slightly increases the chance of maintaining rate of fire when a crewman is firing a gun. That's not bad. Knows weak spots. Slightly increases chance of scoring a critical hit when crewman is firing a gun at an armored target. I like that a little bit better. I like them both. Let's do the weak spots. We might encounter a T-34 and might need it. Okay? We're going to add that skill. Yep. That's what I wanted to do last time, but I couldn't do it. Oh, and here it tells you actually what his experience is. His current experience is 269. He's another 119 to get to another level, to get another point on there. Okay. Bench. What the bench? Okay. He has fast hands and trained gunner. So if something happens to the gunner, I can move him in the same position. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Slightly increases the chance of maintaining rate of fire when crewman is firing a machine gun. No. It's fighting spirit. Adds a chance the crewman breaks out of field hospital. Okay. So right now we don't have any of these things. I wouldn't mind having ammo scrounger. These are both uh, knowledge-based skills. So I'm going to go back here and we're going to go Q and we're going to increase knowledge. Okay. Cybert, the driver. Let's see if he has any skills. Leadfoot. I like it already. Increases the chance of an extra move when driving a fast tank or fast wheeled vehicle. I don't know if this is considered a fast vehicle or not. I have a feeling it would apply to me. I mean, it's not like a Panzer III is slow. It's just mid. Let me go back one more and see if I can tell. FT, fast tank, right here. Okay. Um, so we're going to go ahead and select that crew member, and we're going to add the skill of Leadfoot. Yep. If we got to get out of the way, rotate all the way around 180 and then move forward. That's a lot better than chance of increases your chance of doing that if you need to. And the driver also got, I mean, the commander also this turn got the whole skill that increases your chance of being able to direct your guy to gain an extra hex. You need that stuff you encounter like a KV. I know we're going to encounter. Well, we've already encountered a KV. The problem is he took a he took a bomb from an ME-110. Luckily, okay, he's done. And the assistant driver who's trying to find a purpose, he'd be more useful if he had his own hatch, but he doesn't. I mean, we could train him as a gunner. This just allows him to like survive. I'm gonna go ahead and train him as a gunner. Okay. All right. 496 victory points in the campaign. All right. It's 8:10. I'm not sure how long I've been on here. Maybe an hour. We're gonna do another day. We did 2 days the first time. We're gonna do another day right here. So the thing that sucks about this game isn't the graphics, it's how it consumes real life time. Like, I feel like I've been playing this for 15 minutes, and that's certainly not the case. All right? So we're ready for the next day. June 27th, a couple days after that. Spearhead, again. You must pierce the enemy lines, driving forward as far as possible before the end of the day. And the start of the day and the end are the same, so the daylight didn't change much. Okay? Start the day. And we start with ammo. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the extra APCRs. Then AP is really low. We're going to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus the ready rack. That's enough. And then the HE will be everything else. And resupplying didn't make that much of a difference. It's certainly not 15 minutes. It's certainly not enough of a reason like, hey, let's carry extra ammo. Like, no. I do not want ammo stored everywhere above capacity. Okay, accept and continue. Takes 15 minutes to prepare. All right, what do we have over here? A capture of 10. A capture of 10 villages. Looks like we got some bridges here. And a capture of 10. So a bunch of captures. It's overcast. Are there no clear skies in this country? No air support's possible. Well, my gut reaction is come over here and capture this. Now, there's a chance that the friendly lines will advance and I won't get credit for it. So I'm going to go D. I'm going to do a recon on D. See what we have. Estimated enemies, a truck. Strength of 4. Let's go ahead and do advancing fire. And that's it. Let's go to 2. Everybody's buttoned up. Let's crew expose him, the commander. Okay, here we go. Into the woods. Hopefully we don't find anybody. Fire 5 HE rounds. I encounter enemy resistance. Okay, but he's black, so he's out of line of sight. Okay. All right, on my platoon, I have I have a Panzer III-H Kaufmann. Okay. And Veal has a Panzer III-H. So why did I get stuck in the crappy G? The difference is the H just has more armor, has applique extra armor on top of it. It probably has 20 millimeters extra armor on the front of the turret and the front of the hull. I believe that's what the difference is. Side armor is probably the same. Um, just more on the hull, according to this. More on the hull. Turret's the same. Turret's 4-4. Yeah, he's got 6-3 instead of 3-3. Okay. There weren't too many 3Hs at this time. That's why I went with the 3G on purpose. I don't know what this is. But the first thing I'm going to do, am I hull down at all? I'm not. So I'm going to rotate so that it's facing me. So we're going to leave him on spot, crew exposed. Gunner's going to be operating the gun. The loader is going to be reloading. The driver is going to go ahead and drive. And the assistant driver will go ahead and pass ammo. Okay? And we have a short spotting phase chance here. But I don't have line of sight to him. So we're going to pivot the hull. And I have no idea what the hell this is. I'm going to try to reposition. What kind of terrain am I in? I'm in woods. I have a 90% chance of successfully repositioning. Okay, I moved to a new location in the same hex. And now I have line of sight to him. I'm not going to shoot at him. Because I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know what the hell it is. The other thing I can do is I can go ahead and fire at him with AP. And that might take the place of my spotting round. So next turn, if I spot him, I'll already have fired one round at him. What are my chances to hit him? I missed. Okay, obviously. Okay, it's a truck. Okay, feel a little bit better about that. I was spotted by the truck. Ooh. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and unbutton. Actually, we'll stay crew exposed, and we will direct fire. We're going to operate the MG. Actually, we're going to go ahead and what is he in? Brush. He's in brush, and he's facing me, facing away from me. All right, let's go ahead and let's direct movement. Let's direct movement. Operate MG. Driver's going to drive, and we're going to move forward. Okay. Now we can fire the coax machine gun on the gun. So we're going to go ahead and fire at it. Not bad chance. No effect. Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Well, luckily they're invisible. Okay? That's good. We're not moving again. I have no idea what the hell that could be. Okay? Okay, we're not going to direct movement. We're going to direct fire. And we're going to operate. Let's keep operating the machine gun. I don't want to like jam the gun. Driver, leave him on drive. Assistant driver, let's move him to operate MG. Not going to move. Okay. We're going to fire at the target. And got a critical effect and maintain rate of fire. Let him have another one. Full effect. Probably total. Yeah. Was knocked out by the HE round. Oh, and it looks like whatever this was, now it's visible. So now we're going to switch again to spot. Switch to operate gun, reload, drive, operate MG. Okay, and I get a small spotting phase here. And it is another truck. Okay. Well, I'm going to move forward. Okay. Move the HE. Fire the gun. I wish I was on the machine gun. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to fire at him. And the reason I'm not going to fire at him because I'm risking jamming the gun for a chance of not getting a hit. And next turn, I'm going to, and next phase, I'm just going to end up firing the machine gun, not the gun, anyways. Because the machine gun will knock out the tank, you know. Knock out the, the, can I switch? No. Yeah, nobody's operating it because I said it was on the gun. Okay. And the phase. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hunker down. Not hunker down, but we're going to button up. And we're going to direct fire, operate the MG, not move. We're going to fire. Full effect. Five firepower on him. Destroyed the truck. Victory! Okay, now we have this area that we need to capture for 10 victory points. That's D. Do a recon. Strength is 3. What kind of units? Anti-tank gun. Advancing fire. We're going to request artillery support. And request unit support. F it. Let's make sure we don't die right here. Okay, what's my button up status? Let's unbutton him. And proceed. Yeah, anti-armor. It could end up being armor or whatever. I mean, if it's infantry, I don't need any help, you know. Unless they're on top of me. Unless I get ambushed. Um, 2 HE rounds spent. I encounter resistance. Artillery comes in. Spotting rounds. It's 150 millimeter infantry gun again. No effect. Boy, that's a shitty shooters. I get unit support in the form of a Panzerjäger 1 and an 88. We'll spot, we'll operate the gun. I don't want to put it on machine gun and be like, we got time to kill infantry if it's infantry. Loader, reload, driver drive, assistant driver, operate MG. It is a 76 millimeter gun. Luckily, it's facing away from me. Luckily, it is facing away from me. And it's deployed. What do we have over here for support? Panzerjäger 1 at long range. All right, we're going to move. Oh, shit. I pressed the wrong fucking thing. It had me move backwards. So you can't use the arrows. I wanted to move the arrows and select a different guy. I botched that. Actually, what I was thinking about doing is buttoning up and then moving closer. But that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, this vehicle is hull down, but in the wrong direction. He's not hull down at all. All right, well, let's go ahead and let's get a. No, we don't want APCR. We want HE. Fire at the target. Well, at least I have a chance of doing something. Missed. It's probably going to piss him off. Like, what? Fire some machine guns to him. The half track moves closer. Unarmored half track. I was spotted by the gun. Okay, but he's still facing the wrong effing way. Okay, at this point, if he fires HE, I'm effed. So I'm going to go ahead and hunker and close the hatch. And I'm going to tell him to direct fire. We're going to operate the gun, reload, drive, operate machine gun. Cool. We're going to fire at the target. That's not bad odds. Let him have it. Got a partial hit. That sucks. Now the 88 unlimbered in the same hex we're in. So we got 3 Panzer 3s, the half-track, the hulls, an 88, and an 88 there. 3 power. Ooh! They destroyed the gun. Excellent. They deployed the 88, and he's like, fuck this. Okay, so here's the situation. We've taken all this, and our next capture point is this. I don't want to cross this river, and then this one, and then this one. There's no reason to. So I'm just going to go A through friendly zone and proceed. Okay, now we'll look at going here. Do a recon with it. Strength in zone is 1. What could it possibly be? Motorcycle team, we'll do advancing fire. Unbutton the commander. And proceed. Fired 7 HE rounds, and nobody's there. Yeah, you scared them off. Now we're going to Q. Do a recon there. Strength in zone is 4. Medium tank. All right. We're going to do advancing fire. We're going to Let's do both things. Request artillery support and unit support. Can't have air support. Proceed. Oh yeah, anti-armor. We need an 88. I mean, unless it's a T-28. Although you could be that T-28 with a nasty armor, and nobody was there. Okay. And even though I didn't get artillery support or unit support, the numbers went down, I believe. So Q, which is right. I mean, you need to be able to use it sparingly. Recon strength is 2. Armored car, medium tank. Again, we're going to do advancing fire and artillery support and unit support. Okay, and proceed. Yep. 6 HE rounds. I encounter enemy resistance, and he's blocked. I did not get artillery request. I didn't get unit request either. And there's one unit out there, and who knows what the F it is. I'm not going to put him on spot because if he doesn't move, it doesn't matter whether I'm on spot or not. So we're going to button him up. We're going to be... Let's leave him on direct movement just in case. Operate the gun. Reload. Driver on drive. Assistant driver pass ammo. If I rotate... Yeah, that's better. That's to the front now. I just don't know what the hell it is. I don't know what the hell it is. We're going to conceal ourselves. Line of sight block. Chance to reveal self. Okay, so I guess I cannot do that if the guy can't see you. I guess that's a way to block the line of sight. Or be, you know. Yeah, okay. What's my chance to hold down? 10.5%. Unable to move in the hold down position and still don't have line of sight to him, which is probably good. We're done here, and he didn't do anything either. Let's attempt hold down. H. I was unable. He still doesn't do anything. Hold down. Unable to move, hold down. Unspotted unit moves. Let's make sure we spot him. Make the right decisions. Operate gun, reload, drive. Okay. Oh, but I stayed buttoned up. I fucked up and didn't unbutton. Well, in which case, we'll pivot the hole. Stay in the front. And try to get hold down. Unable to get hold down. don't know what the hell I'm shooting at though. I'm gonna I'm gonna stay quiet. I was spotted by an unspotted unit. I don't know how the hell I know. All right, we're going to unbutton. We're going to operate the gun, reload, drive, pass ammo. Okay? It's a BA-20 armored car. Okay, it's armed with machine guns. Okay? So, there I go. I pressed the wrong fucking thing again. Yeah, I need to stop doing that. I'm basically wanting to toggle up and down, and the arrows don't do that. However, I did manage to get hull down to him, but I don't have line of sight to him. Okay. Bay 20 moves, but not far enough. Okay. Now, this is what I need to use. You use W and the S to move forward, up and down. Okay, we're going to direct fire. Direct fire, yep. Operate gun, reload, drive, pass ammo. Got it. Not moving. We do not want to fire HE. We want to fire AP. Continue. It moves, but not far enough. Now it's in broken ground with a side shot. Direct fire, operate gun, reload, drive, pass. Okay, good. And we're going to fire on the target. Another 0.5% chance. BA-20 moves. All right. We are going to button up. We're going to direct movement. Yep. We're going to rotate the hull. Fuck, I rotated the wrong way. Okay. And we're going to attempt to move forward. I'm not going to fire at him. BA-20 moves. Spooked him. Okay. Nothing else changes other than we're going to do this guy direct fire. Not fire. Attacks with a turret machine gun. No effect. Yeah, can't really do anything to me if I'm buttoned up. So, is he hull down or anything? No. Okay, direct fire, operate gun, reload, drive. Got it. Pass ammo. %40 chance of a hit. Got him. It's probably toast. I put money on it. Yeah, 97.2% chance. Victory! I've lost communication with HQ. HQ. Alright, we got this village here, and we got this capture that we need to do up there. So, moving a lot slower today than we were yesterday, but shit happens. Yesterday meaning in the game. Because the battle I just fought was well, it wasn't yesterday, it was 3 days ago. Okay. 3. Recon. Zone is 3. What is it? Self-propelled AA gun. I don't think they have anything right now that's super nasty. I'm gonna show up buttoned up though. You have something with a bunch of machine guns or something like that. I don't want to get ambushed and get shot at first. The next thing you know, I got a wounded commander. This guy's got to make it to Oktoberfest. Okay, we're gonna do advancing fire, and that's all we're gonna do. We're not gonna do artillery support or unit support. 6 HE rounds used, no resistance. Friendly forces captured. Reestablish the radio. Okay, so we're going to attempt to cross here, but we're going to go 30-minute river crossing, do a recon. Strength is 4. Truck. Advancing fire, how are we doing on that ammo, by the way? We're at 42 rounds. Okay, we're still good. Proceed. 5 minutes across the 5 HE rounds, and I encounter enemy resistance. Somebody way the hell over here. Alright, let's go ahead and unbutton. Gunner is going to operate the gun. Loader is going to reload. Driver is going to drive. Assistant driver is going to pass the ammo. It's a Gaz AAA. Okay, that's that one of those trucks with all those Maxim machine guns on the back of them. Usually 4. Okay, we're going to rotate the hull. I don't want to move any further, any closer to them. That just gives them a chance. Nope. We want to fire high explosive. Ranging round. I was spotted by the Gaz AAA. It moves. And it's not visible. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy and we're going to have him direct movement, but we're going to turn the hatch. We're going to close the hatch. Operate gun, reload. I'm going to operate the machine gun. Okay? Reload, drive, pass ammo, good. Let's move him to operate MG also. In the phase, we're going to move forward. I did, but I didn't move farther, and I didn't gain any line of sight. Okay, so that is end of the phase. It moves. Okay, direct movement operating. Yep, none of that changes, except we're going to pivot to the right, and we're going to move forward. Okay. Broken ground, operate MG, sounds good. We're going to fire at the target with a coax machine gun. Maintain rate of fire. Let him have it again. Full effect. 5 firepower. I was the only one that hit him. No effect. What's zigging and zagging everywhere? Okay, nothing changes. We're going to pivot the hull, and we're going to move forward. And we're going to fire at the target now. Oh. That's the hull machine gunner. It's going to fire first. Not bad. No effect, though. And the coax machine gun. Critical effect. Got a critical on him. 13 firepower. So 10 from me, 3 from somebody else. Okay. Destroy. Victory. Okay, we crossed the river. Well, let's go over. It doesn't really matter which way. I'm gonna go this way first and see if the coast is kind of clear. Enemy strength and zone. That's not too bad. What kind of units? Motorcycle team. I like that. Are we buttoned up? We are. We'll do advancing fire. 4 HE rounds used up. No resistance. Perfect. Campaign day random event. Additional unit support was made to you. Okay, if we went from 75 to 95. Okay, I'll take it. We're gonna go to Q. We're gonna do a recon. Estimated strength in zone is 4. What are they? Anti-tank. We're gonna do advancing fire. We're gonna do artillery support, and we're gonna request unit support. Yep. 5 HE rounds spent. Enemy resistance is 1 unit at point blank range, and I'm buttoned up. I failed artillery support. How about unit support? Got it? Anti-armor units have survived. I got an anti-tank rifle team. Well, hopefully it isn't a fucking tank. Unless it's facing away from me. But let's assume it's something I can shoot at, right? And it's something that's really deadly. What would I want to have? Well, I'd want to have this guy on directing fire. Okay? The gunner is going to be on operate the gun. The loader is going to be on reload. Driver is going to go ahead and move at put him on drive, and the assistant driver is going to be operate MG, because if it's something that MG can hurt, we can go ahead and throw that at him as well. All right, let's see what we get. It is a 45 millimeter anti-tank gun in the buildings, and I'm hauled down to the front. Doesn't mean I can't get hit on the turret and still hosed, but okay. Reposition, conceal. Nope, I'm good with everything on there. We're going to not move. We're going to fire HE. Fire at the target. Missed. Okay. Oh, so the bow machine gun, because I'm hull down, I don't get to shoot at it. So just hull down is like I'm behind a wall, or I'm in a little trench, a little hidey hole there for the tank. And it basically means hull down means you can't hit the hull of the tank. Only a turret showing. So yeah, you can't fire the hull machine gun because it's behind what that is. At least in that location. Okay, well, this could be bad, but at least I'm not unbuttoned. It's not a super powerful gun. This is the same gun that was basically on all those BTs and T-26s. The problem is it's a close range. And there's nothing I could do about it. That's how it appeared. I was spotted. Oh, but yet he fired at the AT team. And destroyed them. Well, the anti-tank rifle team, which really is no threat to him at all. Alright, is he still in good order? Fire deployed. If he was facing away from me, I would be tempted to overrun him. I'm hull down. We just got to trust the process. Operate the gun. I don't know if that's going to make much of a difference, but being on the whole machine gun isn't going to help because it's blocked. Okay. Not going to move. Fire. That's not that bad odds. 38% chance of getting a full hit. Got a hit. Well, that was quick. Doesn't mean it's going to knock him out or anything, but 11 firepower on him. Destroyed. Victory. I'm making this look easy. Well, I've been lucky I haven't encountered stuff. Okay. We got 7 hours left in the day, and we need to see if we can capture this point here. That's going to be in the Q direction. We're going to do a recon. Estimated strength is 3, and it consists of trucks. We're going to do advancing fire. We're going to unbutton him. Light mist begins to fall. 4 HE rounds used. I encounter enemy resistance in the form of 1 unit. I've been ambushed. They have a chance to act first. It moves. Moves laterally. Alright, commander is going to be on spot. Gunner is going to be operating gun. Loader is going to be reloading. Driver is going to be drive. Assistant driver is going to be pass ammo. I'm hull down to the front, but he's not to the front, so it is a truck. Okay, I'm going to face him forward. I'm not gonna try to close the range. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a opening salvo that is not gonna hit, but it's gonna make my shot next turn easier to hit. Okay, now the commander is going to direct fire, operate gun. Okay, that's what we want to do. Fire another HE round, and that one's a lot better chance. Go from 0.5% to 44% chance of getting a standard result. And I still managed to miss. The truck moveth. Okay. Nothing changes other than we're going to rotate the hull. And I'm going to move forward. And I'm not going to fire. Yeah, it's difficult when you're going after somebody that's moving every turn. You got to get closer so that when they try to move, they don't like move out of range. I'm going to switch to operate MG. I have a better chance of doing damage with a machine gun on the move than I am with the gun. And we're going to fire. See, I had a 24% chance of getting a full hit on him with a machine gun. Had I moved with a cannon, guaranteed it would have been another 0.5. 15 firepower on a truck. He's probably hosed. Yep. Victory. And it's going to move the map. Alright, what do we got here? We've got a recon for that. And we have a recon for that. Alright. Q. Do a recon on that. Estimated strength in zone is 2. Self-propelled AA gun. Make sure we're buttoned up. Nice, crew exposed. Let's see if we get a free chance of spotting them. Let's try that. Let's see if we get better results with that. Let's go ahead and unbutton everybody. And we'll do advancing fire. And then we'll go tab. Fired 2 HE rounds, no resistance. Okay, we're going to go Q. Do a recon there. Strength is 3. And a tank gun. Advancing fire, artillery support, unit support. Proceed. Proceed! I don't care if it's supposed to be an tank gun. Let's make sure we have anti-armor support. Try any chance you can get to get the 88. Encounter enemy resistance. We got a unit support. And artillery. Looks like there's 2 units over there. One of them is a 45 millimeter anti-tank gun. And they're going to take 105 millimeter HE. The truck was nearly done. 11 firepower on the truck. Oh, you got lucky. And no added support. No other supporting units. Just us Panzer IIIs. Okay, the 45 millimeter gun's pinned by our fire. Pinned. All right, and I don't have line of sight to him. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I'll leave him, I'm going to leave him crew exposed, but we'll move it to direct movement. Okay, gunner is going to operate the MG, loader is going to reload, driver is going to drive, and assistant driver is going to, I don't know what the fuck to do, pass ammo. I don't know. Doesn't really matter at this point with this guy. We're going to move to the movement phase. We're going to rotate this way and try to move forward. Okay, we have somebody. I could select the target. No line of sight to target. Ready to fire on that one. I don't know if that's the gun. It's the tractor. Well, we'll fire the coax, which is pretty decent. It means, it's pretty decent. Like I moved and I still have a 33% chance of doing something. Full effect. And it was destroyed, and the other guys are shooting at the AT gun. Okay, I really don't want to move closer to the AT gun because it's going to give them a huge advantage, I think, to penetrate me. Is he still pinned? Ah, he's still pinned. Ah, fuck it. We are going to go ahead and button everybody up. We're going to direct movement because I can't see him from here. So we're going to direct movement. And if I rotate, it's not going to be any better. So I'm going to move forward. Forward, but not enough to go to a new hex, but I broke the line of sight. So I moved enough that I don't have line of sight to him. So we're going to operate the machine gun and fire at his happy ass. 30% chance of doing something. No effect. 10 firepower on him. Destroyed. Not bad. Okay, we're within 1 hex of this. And what is this? This is a recon, so we just go A, and then we do an R. I don't really care what the strength is, because we're not going to go over there and take it. Light tank, doesn't matter. So the way to get over there, I think, is we're going to have to double back and come in through here, avoid this fortress, and come over here and take it. It's unlikely I'm going to be able to get to that. Remember, this is the second board I've advanced on. So we're going to go D, which is in that direction. We're going to do a recon on that. Strength is 5. What the heck is it? Tankette. What was this? I guess we'll go towards the tankette. We'll do advancing fire. How's my ammo situation? Oh, I'm down to 15. Let's request a resupply. While you're waiting for resupply, enemy forces attack your zone. Cool. Cool. Well, not cool. Let's see. Am I hold down? Yeah. I didn't want to. I don't want to like use up like 5 or 7 rounds. And stuck with like 8 rounds of HE. Well, let's go ahead and unbutton Hoffman. Gunner is going to be on operate gun. Spotter is going to be reload. The loader is going to be reloading. Driver is going to be on drive. Assistant driver pass ammo. And let's see if we spot him now. Yes, a BT-7A. Now I wish I hadn't been unbuttoned. So we're going to pivot the hull. What's my hull down chance? 22.9. I'm going to attempt to go hull down. Unable. And by the way, he interrupted my chance of resupply. I didn't get resupplied. What's the fire? What's the fire of the target? It's only a 0.5%. I'm not going to fire at him and draw attention to him. I was spotted by him. He moves and attacks you with a coax machine gun. No effect, but he got ready to fire. Uh-oh. I got a crew exposed commander. No effect. Hoffman, get your ass in the hatch. Get your ass in the hatch. He did his job, though. He spotted him. That was the whole point in him doing that. Operate gun, reload, drive, pass ammo. Right, got it. We're going to rotate the hull. And we're going to fire armor piercing. Oh, we need to get that initial shot in there. I don't think it was that risky. He didn't have that much of a chance to do things to me, but, you know, I spotted him. I needed to be able to spot him. Oh, looks like he fired at somebody, and it didn't penetrate him. So he fired at one of the other tanks and didn't penetrate him. Okay. I have it. So his turret is facing me, but his side is not. Yeah, he's in a bad spot if he takes a hit. So we're gonna move this to direct fire, operate gun, reload, drive past ammo. Got it. Not moving. We're gonna fire AP. 51% chance of getting a hit. Got a hit. He's probably toast. 91.7. I know the weapon systems, so. Oh, I got another unlock thing. Okay, so then my resupply shows up. Okay, so then at this point, I'm going to take a couple APs of standard APs. There's no way I'm going to go through all that, but I won't need more AP than that. I've got 6 in the ready rack plus, I don't know, 14 other ones. Well, I could just read the math. How about 21? You can just read, it'll tell you what it is. I'm sitting here counting the dots. Accept and continue. All right, now we're in this spot here. And we've got about 4 hours left. This capture value is 6. Oh, that was, yeah, let's go, let's do Q and do, A recon there. Strength in the zone is 2. What is it? A truck. I like that. We're going to advancing fire. I'm not going to I'm not going to crew. I'm not going to get out. I got a bad feeling about that. And that's what we'll do. No enemy resistance. Good. Now we'll go E. Recon. Estimated strength is 4. What is it? A truck. We're going to do advancing fire. Artillery support's down to 50%. Light mist cleared up. Use up 2 rounds of HE. I encounter enemy resistance. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and unbutton. Operate gun. Reload. Drive. System driver. Pass ammo. Not that it's helped. It may have helped. I don't know. Nothing spotted. Okay, well, we're going to pivot the hull. I'm hull down, but I'm not hull down in that direction. I'm going to... I can't attempt hull down. Interesting. I can try moving forward. Let's not do that just yet. I'm not going to fire at him. Unspotted unit moves closer. Oh, he's firing. Oh, he did something. Whatever it is, he's firing. I can't tell if that's me. I have a feeling it's probably another tank. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to button up. Shut that hatch down. We're going to operate the MG. And we're going to go ahead and operate the MG on that if he gets any closer. And we're going to fire the target with a coax, even though it hasn't been spotted. No effect. It's a BA-6 armored car. It's got a 45mm gun on it. It basically has the same turret as the T-26. Okay, so we're going to direct fire, operate the gun, reload, drive, operate MG. We'll put them on pass ammo. Not moving. We're going to fire AP. 26% chance. I was expecting it to be lower. Missed. Okay, the other tanks, one of the other tanks got him. And we captured the zone. Okay, no, I'm not going to take the fortress. Villages. E. Strength is 4. Anti-aircraft gun. I am not interested in going in there. Anti-aircraft guns, all of them, are known for having a really big, really long caliber. So basically means that they're really high velocity. Even something like a 37mm anti-aircraft gun could be nasty to this early Panzer III. So we're not going to go that way. We're going to check out this and do a recon that way. See what we got. This is zone of 2. Support weapons. That's much better. What's my button-up situation? I'm going to show up buttoned up. If it's possible infantry, we're not going to die that way. We'll find a different way to die. But we are going to do advancing fire, and there's not much time left. So I'm going to go ahead and ask for artillery support. and unit support. I probably have time to do this one and maybe one more zone and it's over. Okay, it's nightfall. Yeah, anti armor. I don't trust it not being armor. Tap. 7 rounds of HE. No resistance. Campaign random event. Additional unit support has been made. So it went from 65 to 95. I lost radio communication with HQ. Oh, look at that. I'm surrounded. Well, we're going to do D, and we're going to do a recon on it. Strength in zone is 3. Light tank. Well, I'd rather do that than move back in here into the woods. So this is probably the very last turn. I'm going to stay buttoned up. We're going to do advancing fire. We're going to request artillery support. And we're going to request unit support. And we're going to proceed. And yep. 7 rounds of HE. I don't know if we'll be able to finish this whole game. The time passes while you're in this phase. Didn't get artillery support. Didn't get unit support. Okay, let's unbutton him. Operate the gun. Reload. Drive. Pass ammo. It's a BT2. Okay, a BT2 is a predecessor of the BT5. It is machine gun equipped only. So, we're going to pivot the hull. We're going to attempt to go. Actually, I don't care about going hull down. I'm not going to shoot at him, and the reason I'm not going to shoot at him, I don't know if he spotted me, like my tank in particular. And if he does not, I don't want to do something that makes him spot me automatically. Shoot at the commander in the turret, and because I want to get through this little phase, so then I can basically tell my commander to, hey, get your ass in the hatch, you know. So that's what we're going to do. We're not going to fire at him. Nope. The other guys did. All right, now we'll button our ass up. Okay, and we will direct fire. Operate the gun, reload, drive, pass ammo. That looks good. We're not going to move location at all. We're going to fire armor piercing. We're going to fire at the target. There's 31% chance. We got a hit and got ready to fire. Give him another round. Missed. 1 round on him. He's probably toast. Yep. Got a BT2. And that's probably it for the day. Combat day is ended. We lived. 202 victory points. I don't remember if that was better than the previous one. Got 3 trucks, 76 millimeter gun, 2 different armored cars, one of them equipped with machine guns, one of them equipped with 45 millimeter gun, a BT-7A tank, and 2 45 millimeter tank guns, and a BT-2. Not too bad. Everybody survived. The loader, assistant driver, and driver all went up a skill level. Day is ended, so I'm going to go to the crew and assign the points. Okay, we're going to go to the crew menu here for the commander, Edvin Hoffman. Now we've got some other stuff. MG Spotter greatly increases effective direct fire action when a crewmate is attacking with a machine gun. Okay, gun spotter greatly increases direct fire action when a crewmate is attacking with a gun. I like that. I also like driver direction. Enemy spotted, less chance of being ambushed at the start of a battle encounter. That's the one we want. Ooh, what's keen senses? Observation says that you keep a constant watch of enemy contact. Enemy units are more likely to start the scenario further away from you. I like that too, but I think enemy spotted is the way to go. We do not want an ambush because they get basically a free move. Yep. All right. The loader, Herr Loader. Uh, Train commander. Gun maintenance. So what's this? Decreases chance of a jam or break down the gun if the crewman is reloading. That's what we want because that's already happened to us one time. He just got unlucky, but that's what we're doing. Yep. Yep. Okay, the driver. Train commander, train gunner, steady hands on sticky situation. Fuel saver. No, fuel saver is for flamethrower stuff. So what we're going to do is we want to get lightning shifter, that's knowledge, and his goldfoot is knowledge. Okay, so we want to increase his knowledge from 5 to 6. So we're going to go Q, and we're going to go down here to this, and we're going to do E. Yep. And Martinek, the guy who does the least of things, he's the assistant driver. Technically, he's the mechanic. That's normally the guy. It's the mechanic. His job is to kind of look after the vehicle, kind of so to speak. Supposedly, obviously, that probably changes per vehicle. Um, E. Let's see if he gained any new skills. Ability. Unsticky situation. Light him up. Nope, we don't want any of those things. Shell tosser. Increase the chance of maintaining rate of fire when the crewman is on pass ammo command. Yeah, let him be a good let him get a good tosser, and then he can be a pitcher. No comments. We need grit for that. Okay, so we're going to increase his grit. Okay, and there is the crew. There is the crew. So not a bad pair of days. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this here, and this is where we'll pick up next time. And thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you guys soon with another installment of Hoffman on Parade.